All right, we all ready? Okay, we're going to take one out of turn. Sergey. Short enough?
Shoot enough.
Good
Good
enough?
job, Judge. Better than me. Judge Mike Jones on his behalf.
Man, Joe.
It's at the bottom of page 8.
Yeah, Mr. Shodunov, you're charged with driving under the influence, $500 bond, DUI, seriously bodily injury. No bond is set at this time. Failure to use due care and fail to change address. I find probable cause. Your attorney is here. Counsel, do you wish to be heard?
Yes, Judge.
Please.
Judge, just for the record, I don't know if he has any history at all. Mr. Linder, I forgot to ask Mr. Linder this morning. I don't know if he has any criminal history.
Your Honor, he has no criminal history. If I could just be heard after Mr. Jones,
Okay.
as far as bond.
Judge, he's as I said, I've known him for probably 10, 12 years. He's been a client of mine for a divorce matter in the past, a simple divorce. But I've known him for at least a decade, if not more. He's got ties to the community. He has, he just got divorced, but he's got family down here in Miami and in Fort Lauderdale. I probably run into him once every 2 weeks. He's very close friends with somebody in my neighborhood. Again, Judge, I'm not dismissing the seriousness of the allegations, but I think that given the absence of history and his ties to the community, I'm just asking the court for a reasonable bond to be set, somewhere in the neighborhood of $5,000 or less, Judge.
And Your Honor, I'm not concerned about him being a flight risk. I'm just concerned about the allegations in this case and concerned for the safety of the community. You're familiar with the report. It appears there's a significant accidents, serious injuries suffered by this bicyclist, Your Honor. I would be asking for on count 2, a $20,000 bond. I'd be asking for additional conditions that the defendant is not to imbibe any alcohol or intoxicants. And at this point, I would ask Your Honor to order driving for work purposes only.
What amount did you say, Counsel?
Judge, I know while he's steady, he's gainfully employed. I don't think he has a lot of money, and I would ask for a $5,000 bond, Judge. And as far as the driver's license goes, Judge, I know he's going to be a restricted driver as far as, okay.
At this time, the court accepts the arguments of both attorneys, and I appreciate your comments. The court, the bond on count 1 is $500. The bond on count 2 is $5,000. But I agree with the state that there is special condition, no alcohol or intoxicant during the period of pretrial release. And there will be, and of course, he's going to be on a restricted driver's license.
Of course, Judge.
Which means he can only drive for work purposes, church, or medical reason. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Judge. Good seeing you.
Mary Ann Beckford.
That's it, sir. Go outside and have a seat.
Outside?
Yes, sir. Outside there, have a seat for a little bit. When you get up finished at the podium with the judge, go straight up the middle, outside there.
Dale.
We can set you back. Ladies, come back.
Dale, the judge is called Mary Ann Beckford.
There's no contact with the female.
Mary Ann Beckford.
Already.
Man, Joe, Judge.
Beckford, we don't have it? Oh, there we go. Mary Ann Beckford, you're charged with offering for prostitution by probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $300. You want to plead no
Judge.
contest?
Do you want to plead this case out?
What do you have to?
From where?
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
Okay. Time served, HIV testing. Have a good day. Amanda
Okay, good luck.
Patak.
Man, Joe.
Amanda, in charge with soliciting. I find probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $300.
None of us know
You
what
want to plead no
exactly it is.
contest?
One moment, Judge. She does, Judge.
Okay. It's withheld time served on the other. HIV testing. Have a good day.
Good luck.
To withhold court costs on the other one.
Rob, Luca Laback, I guess.
He just
Main jail judge.
yes. He said I'm
You're charged with driving under the influence, find probable cause, and you have 2 counts. Bond is set in the amount of $1,500. Cheryl Davis.
Main jail judge. She does want to resolve it if the court is
got a
all part.
habeas, out of the satellite, $100 bond for failure to appear. The charge is loitering and prowling. You want to plead no contest?
Yes.
What
She
is
said
that?
yes, judge. Yes.
Yes?
sir.
Time served. Have a good day. Santana, Sobel, Scarborough?
North Broward.
Judge, will the court consider pretrial on this one?
I don't know.
We have that she has an active warrant for failing to appear out of the state of Maryland at this time.
The case is what?
She has a pending case, Your Honor, out of Maryland. They have a warrant to open court.
Okay, she's got a hold out of Maryland, so it's not gonna do any good. Ma'am, you're charged with possession of PDP, possession of heroin, possession of cocaine, possession of amphetamines, and possession of Xanax. You only missed a few, and you have $5,000 in bond. I find probable cause. Have a good
Judge,
day.
will the court ROR on some counts? I don't think she's been in trouble. I don't think she has convictions on her record.
Counsel, she's got it out about-
I do understand.
I'm not going-
Okay.
Because she's not gonna get out anyway, and then she'll make a mistake, post a
Tell them she
bond,
does not have a
and
state hold.
they're gonna tell her, no, you're not getting out.
Your Honor, the hold is not on her at this time. But it's not on her at this time. We ran her into the side, but it hasn't been put on her.
The concern is that she's not showing up in court for other cases in other states. There's not a lot of confidence that she'll show up to put her on pretrial. She'll show up for her cases here.
She
That's
does
our
live in an
concern.
apartment. Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it the way it is. Eva Nartowicz,
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
all right. Ms. Towicz, you're charged with battery on a person over the age of 65. I find probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500. No contact. That means directly, indirectly, electronically, or in any other way. Don't come within 500 feet. Okay. Marcia Clark.
North Broward.
Judge, would the court consider pretrial on this one?
I thought Marcia Clark was trying cases in,
It's been a while.
Marching.
you're charged with burglary, petty theft, and dealing in stolen property. What are you asking for?
I'm asking for pretrial, Judge.
Your trial,
I
can't tell me about it.
have no paperwork on her. If the court wants to place her, I have nothing on her.
You have nothing on her?
I have no paperwork on her, Your Honor, so I don't know what her history is
Okay.
in the state wants to.
At the present time, I'm going to set bond in the amount of $2,500, $100, and $3,500. I will authorize pretrial if she, contingent upon her,
Oh, not Towitz.
her information
Nartowicz.
being confirmed.
Okay.
Michael Finkelstein.
President, the main judge, Mr. Finkelstein, is interested in resolving this case.
Your Honor, this is out of mental health. That's why it's no bond.
All right, Mr. Finkelstein.
MI.
You've got a capias. There is a no bond hold. You'll be detained going before Judge Wren, and I'm going to order you into Judge Wren's courtroom tomorrow morning.
So I'll just see the judge tomorrow. Good luck.
Michael-
Have a seat where?
Lorano,
Please go out the door now. Go down the hall. Yes. Judge, he's present at the main. We have an argument against probable cause.
on Lorano.
Yes, we do.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Judge, I read the probable cause affidavit in this case. There is no indication that Mr. Liriano knew or should have known that the co-defendant was having sex for money. or committing any other illegal act. He was working for a legitimate business as a driver, and there's nothing in there that says he knew that they were having sex in exchange for money. It just says he knew they were having sex with the patrons. And so I'd argue there's no probable cause to hold him for this charge. And as far as the money they give him, anybody who is a driver would expect to get tips from the person that they drive. A taxi cab driver, a limo driver, they would expect to get tips from whoever they drive.
Counsel? Are you serious?
That's it.
Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $300. I'll leave the bond.
Judge, Mr.
as is.
Loreno, as far as I know, doesn't have much of a record. Can we get release on recognizance for this?
No, counsel. Patrick Howard.
President, the Maine, we have an argument against probable cause.
Okay, well,
Outside, have a seat.
go right ahead. The floor is yours, counsel.
Yes, Judge. There's no probable cause in this case because the language is conclusory. One moment, please.
Yeah, free trial.
Okay. I see
Judge,
your
it
argument,
says,
counsel, but I think it's legally sufficient. I find probable cause bond is set in the amount of $300.
Judge, again, we would ask for ROR in
I
this case.
understand. $300 is a minor bond. I'm going to leave it.
Thank you, Judge.
Miguel, 2.
Okay, good luck.
Sorry.
Miguel 2 is
Don't come
present
this way, sir.
at the Maine.
Don't
Mr.
get
2,
and walk in front of the female.
what happened to Mr. 2?
I have no idea.
Page 5. Miguel?
Yeah.
Do you speak English? We need a Spanish or Portuguese? Spanish interpreter, please, Judge.
We need a Spanish interpreter.
Yes, sadly.
Okay.
Siéntate ahí, por favor.
State, do you have anything on Mr. 2?
As far as, Your Honor,
An actual real PC sheet or anything?
I should be able to get that.
See if you can find anything.
Sure.
We'll put him on recall. Okay, Herbert Smith.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're charged with possession of a weapon or ammo by a convicted felon. Driving with a suspended driver's license, first offense. Then you have some infraction, and then you have violation of probation. 1, 2, 3, 3 counts. 4, 5, 6, 7 counts. No bond holds on all the violation of probation. On the possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, $1,500 bond. On the driving while license suspended, no bond is required, and no bond is required on the infraction. You'll be detained going before the judge on the no bond holds. Have a
Thank you,
good
Judge.
day.
Down the middle.
Michael Weiner.
President of the Maine. Kevin Andre.
William Maloney.
Mr. Weiner, you're charged with a violation of probation. I find probable cause, no bond hold. You're detained going before Judge Porter. Kevin Andre.
Mr. Andre. Judge wants to see you. Kamar Welch.
Mr. Andre, you're charged with robbery with a weapon. I find probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $25,000. Okay, there'll be no contact. That means directly, indirectly, or any other fashion.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, sir. Wow. Down the middle, out the door. Kamar. Anthony.
Kenmar Welsh.
Main jail.
I'm sorry. Shelton, page 12.
Kenmar Welsh, you're charged with driving with a suspended driver's license.
Broward.
$100 bond, got a DOP, no bond, find probable cause. You'll be detained going before the judge on the no bond. Oh.
Thank you, Judge.
Andre.
Anthony Jenkins.
No bond hold, you're going to see the other judge. On Monday, on Tuesday, sorry. Thank you.
You're charged with possession of cannabis with intent, $1,000 bond. And you've got two
Donald
infractions.
Zakarski.
I find probable cause. You need $1,000 to get out. Donald Makarishki?
Possession of cannabis with intent. No, it's just felony possession.
You can't. It's driving with a suspended driver
Carson.
without knowledge. It's an infraction.
No, that's not the case we just did.
I don't have to do right.
We did. That was the first case we did. You weren't here yet. It's all right.
Okay, we got Mr. Lewis. Okay, you got DUI. Fourth or subsequent offense, you've got DUI, $1,000 bond, DUI, $1,000 bond, open container, no bond required. This is the fourth or more state.
Yes, Your Honor. Just checking. Okay, I see one from 93. I'm just pulling his driving record, Your Honor, from.
As long as I know we're.
Absolutely, of course.
Bond is set the amount.
Oh no, I'm checking it. I wasn't saying yes, he is. I'm checking that right now, Judge.
Bond is set the amount of $20,000 for the special condition. No alcohol or intoxicants, no driver's license.
It's actually.
And, have a good day, sir.
Yes,
Total
Judge.
bond is $22,000.
Your Honor, I checked his driving record and confirmed he's got 3 prior convictions.
Parsons, Stevie,
Main jail judge. Peter?
you're charged with burglary and violation of probation. Got no bond on the DOP, $1,500 on the conveyance, burglary. I find probable cause. You'll be detained, going before the judge on the no bond hold. Peter
Thank you,
Meltzer.
Judge. President, the main judge requesting a SAP order, substance abuse program for him.
Okay, you're charged with possession of a weapon by a gang-related thing. I find, state, what do you have
It's,
on this?
and just Your Honor, for the record, it appears that it's a misbook. On the arrest sheet, it's supposed to be convicted felon. I am showing, and it's mentioned in the report, he was convicted last year for attempted strong arm robbery, sentenced to just under 15 months state prison. He also, in 2012, after a violation of probation, had a conviction on a strong arm robbery.
Can I speak, sir?
No.
What state, what do you, you're standing moot?
I am standing moot, and I'm going to make sure he does too.
Okay. Court at this time sets bond in the amount of $15,000. Finds probable cause. Jason Morris.
Medical reset, Judge.
Do we have Jason Morris?
Medical reset.
He's been reset. Reset him to tomorrow. Maybe I'll get him. We'll get to him. He's been reset for a time. Carlos Jargi.
North Broward.
You're charged, sir, with possession of heroin, $1,000 bond, possession of Xanax, $1,000 bond, paraphernalia, $100 bond, misdemeanor, capias, $500 bond. I find probable cause, your total bond is $2,600. Okay. Courtney Wellesley.
Mr. Wesley's president, the main judge, Jim Lewis, is his attorney. I did send him an email to let him know that Mr. Wesley is president.
You got a no bond capias, Matter of fact, you got three of them, counts 1, 2, and 3. And you got a grand theft $1,000 bond, fraud $1,000 bond, grand theft $1,000 bond, uttering a false instrument $1,000 bond, misdemeanor, KPS $500 bond. I find probable cause. You'll be detained going before the judge who issued the no bond order. And we've got Ryan Ingoyle.
Mr. Engel is present at the main, Judge.
Okay, we've got petty theft, $100 bond. We've got a VOP, and you have a no bond hold. You'll be detained going before Judge McCarthy. Then we got William Maloney.
North Broward.
Medical reset.
Maloney's medical reset.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, set him for tomorrow. And then we've got Glenn Sheldon.
Main
North
Judge.
Broward.
I'm sorry, North Broward.
Judge,
North
will
Broward.
the court do a mental health screen on this? Sign an order for him to be screened for? Yes.
Okay, on Mr. Sheldon, resisting without violence, no bond required, public corruption. Is that when I have to set a bond, HG?
Yes, he's eligible.
Okay, $500 bond. And then you've got VOP warrants, which are all no bond. You'll be detained going before Judge Porter. And what are you requesting?
I'm requesting a mental health screen. Will the court
Mental health
appoint the
screening?
public defender's office also?
Okay, and that's granted. Provide me with the order. Okay, and now we're looking for Miguel Tue, T-U-E.
You still haven't had this guy. Do you have the document? This guy bombed out.
Okay. Did anybody file anything
Ye-
on Mr. Tue?
Yes, Your Honor. The state downfiled it to a misdemeanor battery. He didn't appear at his arraignment, and Judge Brown set this capious bond.
Okay, do we have Mr. Tue? You have the interpreter?
And we have the Spanish language defendant.
Okay.
Miguel 2, page 5 of your
Miguel Tue,
docket.
you're charged, sir, with battery. It's a simple battery.
Señor, lo acusan de agresión corporal, simple agresión corporal.
State, do you have any problem if I dispose of this?
Yeah, Your Honor, I only do only because I don't know the officer involved in this case. I haven't spoken with him. I understand that the court wants to modify
abogado
the
fiscal
bond.
está diciendo que si
I would just
tendría
ask-
problemas si el señor
No, I
juez lo
understand, and I
deja
just ask that
resolver
it
su
not be
caso.
resolved at this
El señor
point.
juez dice que no quiere que resuelva su caso en este momento porque él no sabe que no ha hablado con el agente de la policía.
And sir, State, I understand why you may need the contact, but from what reads here, this is rather a minor thing considering the
El
matter.
señor juez está diciendo que le entiendo lo que quiere decir el fiscal, pero que lo que él puede leer aquí es que es más bien un delito menos grave.
All right, court at this time is going to place Mr. Tue on pretrial release, special condition of pretrial release, no alcohol or intoxicants, and he will report in pursuant to the rules of pretrial release. Now, let me explain this to you.
El señor juez está diciendo que lo va a dejar en libertad bajo los servicios especiales de la corte mientras que espera su día en la corte. Condición especial, no debe consumir bebidas alcohólicas ni nada que lo embriague.
You're going to meet with pretrial release.
Usted se va a ir a encontrar, a reunir con las personas de ese programa de la corte.
They're gonna tell you what the rules are.
Ellos le van a decir cuáles son las reglas de dejarlo en libertad de esta manera especial.
If you don't follow the rules, you'll be back in jail.
Si usted no sigue las reglas que
They'll
ellos
keep
le
you
dan,
there until your case comes up.
lo van a volver a traer a la cárcel hasta que usted va a tener que esperar en la cárcel hasta que venga a la corte para su juicio.
You're not allowed to have any alcohol, not allowed to drink.
No se le permite consumir bebidas alcohólicas, nada de tomar,
If you
nada de
don't
beber.
have a job, you got to be looking for a job.
Si usted no tiene un trabajo,
Find one,
tiene que estar buscando un trabajo para poder encontrar uno.
okay? And you got to show up in court.
Y tiene que
On time.
presentarse en la corte a tiempo.
You understand that?
¿Comprende eso, señor?
You understand?
¿Comprende, señor?
You want me to let you out so you
Yes,
can
I
be on
understand.
pre-trial?
Señor, ¿quiere que lo deje en libertad bajo ese programa especial?
Sí, con mucho gusto. Yo voy a seguir las reglas.
Yes, yes, with pleasure. I'm going to follow the rules. Gracias, señor.
Gracias a usted.
Thank you, señor.
Okay. So it would appear that Mr. Hoynes has not appeared, Judge. And as far as Miss
Okay, how about Mark Kraus?
I emailed Mr. Hoynes to let him know that his client is in custody. I have not received a call or any information.
Mr. Horn, you're charged with domestic battery and battery. I find probable cause. State, do you have anything on this?
Good morning, Your Honor. He's got no Broward priors. I don't want to confirm that whether he has any record or not. Your Honor, I do see that in 2004, a non-expiring injunction was placed against him, protecting a different woman. In 2006, out of Volusia County, he went through a diversion program for aggravated battery against a pregnant victim, domestic violence. And in 2006, out of Volusia County, he pled out an aggravated battery to disorderly conduct.
Court at this time sets bond on count one in the amount of $3,000, count two in the amount of $2,000, no contact. Okay, and when I say no contact, mean directly, indirectly, by electronic device, any method whatsoever. You don't come in with 500 feet of her car or anything else of that nature. And you don't go to the places where she may frequent. You understand? Okay, you got a $5,000 bond. Have a good day. Then we have Loretta Ward.
He can look it up himself. As president of the main judge, I contacted her attorney to see if he could shed some light on what happened in court yesterday. Obviously, that went unheeded as well. I can just say, Your Honor, that it's always been my position that the Rule 3.134 goes to the case and not the charge. She was released on her own recognizance on this case, and the state changing the charge or adding charges after the fact should not affect her release condition. So I'd ask the court to go ahead and release her on her own recognizance on counts 1 and 2.
And Your Honor, I spoke with the ASA on the case, and now we spoke, and she's going to be reaching out to the assistant public defender handling her case, because I think it is quite possible that she is entitled to release. My concern is I saw that there was also a capias issued. There was a previous arraignment scheduled. Judge McCarthy issued a capias. She was arrested on that capias, and then she had her arraignment yesterday, and Judge McCarthy set the bonds. Ultimately, since I wasn't there yesterday, none of us were there, I don't know exactly what Judge McCarthy's reasons were, but it really should be for her to decide. What I can tell you is that we are reaching out to the assistant public defender to bring this issue in front of Judge McCarthy. I'm hoping if you want to reset it for tomorrow, I'm hoping to have more information by then.
No objection.
You said for Friday.
Right, and there's nothing to prevent you from bonding out
Okay.
overnight. But
The
if you don't
bond
bond out,
is,
you'll be back and we're going to talk about it again.
Okay, I'll do this for you too. Well, I'll set it for tomorrow, and I'll address both the bond and the ROR.
Thank you,
Okay,
Judge.
or pretrial release. Okay.
Appreciate that.
Now we've
Judge,
got,
I have.
David Alston.
Conti, Your Honor.
David Alston.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got an assault charge. Anybody have anything on it?
I'm going to pull the PC. Sheila, do you have the PC on this?
So, Blocker Boy.
Gas.
45 Sentinel.
Yeah, I
Okay.
Yeah, I remember this case, Judge.
This is David Alston. David Alston, you got an assault charge. What's the bond on it now?
The bond's $100, Your Honor.
I'm not changing it. Have a good day.
I'm not going home.
All right, then we've got Desmond Dies.
Your Honor, these are, except for one of these cases, these are all 30-day motions to release. I'll just advise the court. Mr. Dines, do we know where he is? Do any of the facilities have Desmond Dines?
Yes, he's over in North Broward.
Okay, I didn't hear
Desmond Dies, that you?
Yes, sir.
Judge, I believe he had 2 misdemeanor cases he just recently.
No, we're just here on the third.
Is that 30 day?
Yeah. Your Honor, we have not yet filed the information. He's entitled to release today.
Okay. ROR, Mr. Dies. On this,
All right, thank you.
on this case, you're ROR.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay. Then we got Mr. Joseph.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, we have not yet filed an information against Ms. Joseph. She's entitled to release today.
Okay, you're ROR'd on this charge, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Tawana West.
Mr. West is present at the main jail, Judge.
And frankly, Judge, I don't know if we've already filed or we're going to be filing, but we're going to be filing misdemeanor, so I have no objection to his release. He just needs to be advised that he's going to have a court date for misdemeanor charges.
Okay, on Tawana West, as to the resisting, obstructing with violence, both of the charges are ROR'd. Okay, you're out of there, but, sir, the state is going to file misdemeanor charges, probably resisting without violence. When you get the notice of that, make sure you do what it tells you to do. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a good day, sir. Then we got
That clears us
Francois
for me.
Aby.
Sheila, just to prepare the next case, if you have the PC, because he's going to want to see that.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Baker. Your Honor, we have not yet filed charges against Ms. Abbey. She's entitled to ROR today.
Okay, you're out of there, ROR. But remember, they can still file the charges, show up if they give you notice. Okay, then we got Greg Baker.
This is a second one, Your Honor.
Conti, Your Honor.
Okay, Greg Baker.
Yes, sir.
What do we got?
This is a second look. He was just arrested about a week ago, Your Honor. Sheila, do you have the PC?
Would the court consider pretrial on this one?
Pretrial?
Yes, Your Honor, it has been verified, the court wants to release it.
Okay, pretrial, you're out of there on pretrial.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Gotta get a better pen. I made it. You write fast, it doesn't go. All right. I think that's it. You got anybody else in there?
Nope, we're clear at the main.
Okay,
Judge.
thank you very much. Everybody did a great job. See you tomorrow morning, if you're gonna be here.
Always a pleasure, Judge.
Well,
I
you
won't be
want-
here.
Let me get that order detained in, would you?
Judge, I was going to move for ROR for myself.
Denied.
We'll see you in 33 days.